57?
No.
Feel like 57?
No, yeah, it was just one of those days where actually I didn't get out to a good start. I bogeyed the first hole, but then quickly made 5 straight birdies. So obviously conditions are perfect. You know, in the morning the greens are smoother than the afternoon. So just one of those deals where it kind of got on a roll and kind of continued through the round. And obviously I made, or not obviously, but I was fortunate enough to make a hole-in-one on 12, 13, 10, 11, 13. And so obviously that's something that doesn't happen every day. And just kind of bogeyed the next hole, but finished off with 3 birdies and had a good look on 18 at birdie. But all in all, just played well all day, and hopefully I can keep it going for the weekend.
So what happened with the hole-in-one on 13? What was it, the yardage? What did you hit? What happened?
The yardage, I think it was like 200. It was actually, this is all for my caddy Dan, because I was going to hit 5-iron. I didn't think it was a full 5-iron, but I didn't think 6 would get there, so I was going to hit a little 5, and he thought 6 could get there, and for once he was right.
What the ball do? Land close to the hole?
Yeah, it landed probably, I don't know, 6-8 feet in front of the hole and went in. I was kind of watching it, and I'm like, I think that just went in.
How many is that for you?
That's 5
Total?
5 total in my life.
How many in competition?
I've had 1, 2, 3 in competition, and that's counting my 13-year-old little executive golf course junior golf hole-in-one. That started it all.
You counted that as competition?
Oh yeah.
So it's your second as a professional.
Second as a professional in competition.
To start the day, 5 under, sort of middle of the pack, and end the day 15 under and in the lead. A little surprised to make that big of a jump in one day.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, you don't go out there with the mindset of I got to shoot 10 under, but you knew when there's no wind and course is a little shorter, and in the morning the greens are perfect, so there's going to be a lot of opportunities for birdies if you put yourself in position to hit good shots. So I was just able to do that, and the putts started going in, and it was just one of those days where I had it going.
Were you playing well coming in, or is this out of blue? Or?
No, last week I had a good finish. Last week had a great last round, but last week I did it seemed like I kind of got over the hump and started hitting the ball a little better and kind of started showing some signs. So I had good feeling coming into this week, but I've had good feelings and missed the cut by 10, and I've had bad feelings and almost won, so that doesn't really mean much.
Is 61 your lowest round?
It is. It's I tied. I had another 61 in competition, Nevada State Open years ago, and I had a 60. No, I shot 61 playing with friends. I had a putt at 59 and 3-putted, but other than that, 61 competition twice.
Just after your hole-in-one, did you kind of start to think about how low your score could go, or was that not on your mind?
No, obviously I wanted to go low. It was one of those days where things were going well, I was swinging well, and putts were going in, so I wanted to keep going. Didn't really think about 59 until I bogeyed the next hole, and then I'm like, well, that's probably going to hurt my chances there. But I was like, I still thought if I birdied in, I'd still have a chance at 59. And then after I birdied 17, I kind of counted. I'm like, okay, that's out. So, it's always on your mind when you get it going, especially with the finish here with so many birdie opportunities coming in.
So 61 with 2 bogeys, you're going to be kicking yourself the rest of the day for the 2 bogeys?
No. I mean, you can. I missed a couple little putts, but I mean, I made plenty of longer putts, so you can't try not to focus on that.
You look at the scores the last couple of days, and 15 under sounds like a lot, but feel like you're going to need a lot more this weekend?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's so many good players out here, and if conditions stay like this with light to no wind, and the ball, it's warm, so the ball's traveling a long way, so you're not hitting a lot of longer irons, except for into par 5s. There's a lot of opportunities, and the guys that win play well, and you're going to have a lot of opportunities if you play well out here, and it's just going to be one of those things we got to keep it going.
You mentioned earlier, the greens are playing better in the morning. Going as a leader going off in the afternoon, how tough is that going to be with a lot of the people closer to the cut going in the morning?
Well, if you're around the cut line, might factor into where, okay, greens are going to get a little bumpier. It's Poana. I grew up in San Diego. It's how it works, so I know how it is. But for the most part, everyone's out there knowing it's going to take low scores every day, so it's kind of their mindset. They're not really focused on leading the tournament after 2 days or anything. Trying to make as many birdies as possible and get yourself in position.
Is this a course for tee shots, or a course for second shots, or a course for putting?
Well, I think it's changed over the years. You know, we used to play it in the fall where it was the rough was taller, more thick rough, and greens were firmer. And now, you know, you have less rough and soft greens. So I think it's more second shot. You know, I mean, as long as you're not stymied by a tree, if you're in the rough, you're still hitting, like most of the time, you're hitting some kind of wedge or short iron. And so you still have a chance to hit those in there close and give yourself a chance.
At what point did you today go, wait a minute, this might be something good? Was it before the ace?
No, I mean, I had it going front side. You know, I think when I knew I had a chance to shoot a low on when after I bogeyed the first, I birdied the next 5. So, you know, here I am through 6 holes and 4 under. So and there's a lot of opportunities out there. So I knew I had a chance to shoot a low one today at that point, being under par that quick.
Okay.